example, we will build upon our knowledge that we learned in the previous example on the heat conductions through composite walls. Except in this example, we have a difference in terms of the curvature. So in here, we have heat conduction through a composite cylindrical pipe walls. So imagine that we have three different pipe walls in here. The first one on the inner one here, and then we have the second one in here that have a, and then the third one here. So this tree has a three different thermal conductivity. The first one, the second one, and the third one. And then the fluid on the inner cylinder has a higher temperature with respect to the fluid that flows on the outside of the outer cylinder. So then we can make a shell elements on the region, on the first region, for example, in here. Okay, we make these shell elements with the thickness of delta R, and then we can make a energy balance on a shell of volume 2 pi RL delta R. So in here, what we need to do is we put in the heat flux on the radial directions, inspected at R, multiplied by the surface area where that heat flux basically applies to 2 pi RL minus QR, inspected at R plus delta R at the surface area where this heat flux applies. If we look at it in here, then one is in here, so this will be QR at R. The other one is in here, QR at R plus delta R. Okay, then we can lump this together, 2 pi RL QR at R minus 2 pi RL QR at R plus delta R is equal 0. Okay, and then this one we can divide by 2 pi L delta R. You need to note that R inspected at R plus delta R is actually equal to R plus delta R. Okay, and then it is not possible to separate this R and QR out because QR is a function of R. So in this regard, then if we divide, then we will have something like this, minus R QR at R plus delta R minus R QR at R divided by delta R is equal to 0. And then we can take the limit delta R approaching 0, then this will be minus D over dr R QR equal to 0, or this is equal to D over dr R QR equal 0. Then we can integrate R QR will be equal to C1 is equal R naught and Q naught, where R0 is equal the inner radius of region 0, 1, and then Q0 is equal the heat flux at R0. Okay, so if we go in here, you see that in here R0 is referring to this particular radius where the inner cylinder are. Okay, and then also Q0 is also the heat flux at this particular locations in here, where it basically applies at this particular cylindrical surface. Okay, this can then be applied to regions 2, 1, 2, and 2, 3. Basically, then for all the regions we have R, QR is equal R0, Q0. And then what we can do is we can substitute Fourier's law. If we substitute Fourier's law, then we can get for each region minus K12 dt over drr R0 Q0. Okay, and then for region 2, 3, this will be minus K23 dt over drr is equal R0 Q0. Okay, and then we have an assumptions that basically K01, K12, and K23 can be assumed as constant. Therefore, for the region 0, 1, for example, we can have these equations. dt is equal minus R0 Q0 divided by K01 dr over R. So it's basically just rearrangement of the terms in these equations in here in order to move the dt term into the left hand side. Okay, then we can integrate this dt T0 T1 minus R0 Q0 divided by K01 integral R0 R1 dr divided by R. Then this will be equal to, if I put it in a different color, this will be minus R0 Q0 divided by K01 ln R from R0 to R1, and this will be ln R. This term in here will be ln R1 minus ln R0, or that will be equal to ln R1 per R0. So if I put it in here in terms of the next step that we can get in here, that will be T1 minus T0 equal R0 Q0 divided by K01 ln R1 divided by R0. Okay, then we have this T0 minus T1 equal R0 Q0 K01 ln R1 R0. And similar steps can be repeated for the region 1, 2. where we have the final expressions of R0 Q0 divided by K12 ln R2 divided by R1, and also region 2-3 where we have T2 minus T3 is equal R0 Q0 divided by K23 ln R3 divided by R2. Okay, and then the heat transfer on the innermost surface and the outermost surfaces, that is, we're dealing with the heat transfer from the fluid into the surface of the inner cylinder, and then this heat transfer from the outer surface to the fluid fluid outside of the outermost tube, for example, that will be given by Newton's law of cooling. So in here, for surface 0, Q0 is equal H0 TA minus T0, and then TA minus T0 will be equal to Q0 divided by HO, that is surface 0. For surface 3, in here we have Q3 is equal H3 T3 minus TB. Note that in here TA is higher than T0, and in here T3 is higher than TB. Okay, what we can do a little bit in here is to notice that R0 Q0 is equal R3 Q3, because this RQ is basically preserved, as you can see from your integrations in here. Okay, so this basically the product of your radius with your Q R is constant. Okay, so that's very important that we know this one. And in here we can go further with the Q3 will be equal to R0 Q0 divided by R3. So essentially Q3 will be equal to R0 Q0 divided by R3, and this one will be equal to H3 T3 minus TB, and so T3 minus TB will be equal to Q3 divided by H3, or this will be equal to Q0 R0 divided by H3 R3. Okay, because basically Q3 in here is equal Q0 R0 R3, as you can see in here. Then we can continue again to basically adding these 5 equations, which we will continue in our next video. Thank you for listening.